All right, welcome on in. Sorry I got started a couple minutes late here today. Uh, I am hopping into the Discord channel and going ahead and getting the go live messages prepped. Should only take me a moment. We will be doing or playing Conscript tonight. My first time through the game, just checking it out. And I will be hopefully enjoying it. I don't tend to play a lot of top-down games, so I'm probably going to play on easy just because the control scheme is going to be a challenge enough for me. But for the moment, I'm just getting the last of the oh, son of a bitch. I just realized what I did. I'm going to have to alter one of them. Okay. I accidentally copy and pasted my message from Wednesday unaltered in the Discord, so I just need to edit that. Okay. And we're good. Alright. Sorry, started a couple minutes late. Why is my chat not up? Okay. Hold on. Sorry, my chat's not available. Do, 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 do. Chat? Okay. The chat's back up and running. I don't know if I missed any messages there. For some reason, OBS was simply not showing me the chat. So, sorry, now I gotta check just to make sure that my channel is live and working. Okay, it's live. And we're good. Okay, cool. Sorry about the delay. And let me go ahead and get an ear in. We will start a new game. As I said, I don't tend to do twin stick stuff much. Like top down generally, I don't do much of. So I will be playing on easy just because I'm not particularly used to the control scheme. We shall see how it goes. New game. Okay, I'm in. Okay, I'm not gonna do training, I'm gonna do recruit. You know... That's fine. Checkpoints. No, I'm okay without checkpoints, probably. If I've got unlimited saves, then that's just a question of getting to a save room, which is very Resident Evil. I don't think I need checkpoints, so let's do it. Alright. Here we go. Thanks, Jordan Mochi. I think I can turn the volume up 1. July 12th, 1916. Was that the Somme? Great Wars raged for nearly 2 years. Millions of husbands, fathers, and sons have already been sent to slaughter. Yeah. Many more will follow. Yep. And then right about when they wrap up the war, the Spanish flu breaks out. German army has Verdun with artillery since late February. The plan is to bleed France white, but yet she holds. Oh, yeah, Verdun is another really fucking awful story from that war. One of the longest and bloodiest battles of the entire war. Yep. Chapter 1. Some disputed barricade. July 11th, 1916. Dear Ma, I hope you're doing better. Should I do this in the French accent? Feels slightly offensive. Around 9 weeks now, we've been stationed at Verdun. It is with great relief I can finally write back to you. I know you've been thinking about Pierre. Happy to say he made a full recovery after being gassed. He is now fighting up at Fort Souvy. As for me, I'm still stuck in this miserable support trench a few hundred meters downhill. Still haven't found Father's watch. Pierre thinks he left it in his old locker at Fort Vaux when Germans attacked us there. I'm sure we'll find it soon. We've been fighting Germans over these old forts for weeks on end. They've swapped hands multiple times in the past months. To be frank, I don't see what the point is anymore. Our artillery support is constantly delayed. Our water is poisoned and supplies are low. Telephone lines have been severed beyond repair and communication from command has been dreadfully slow. It's all a bit of a mess. Okay, I know he's French, but like, damn if that is not like a British way to put that. It's all a bit of a mess. World War I. Although tomorrow we will be sent south for our first break in weeks, much needed. It will be a relief to feel clean water on my skin once again. I'll bring both of us home, Ma, worry not. Promises made, promises kept. I have bad feelings about Pierre. They're back. I'm gonna turn the volume up 1, I think. Let's see. I'm sorry, costumes. Okay. Options. Audio. Master volume 3. Okay. I think that's gonna be where it's best. Finish writing the letter later. Whilst flying around the flame of the lantern, need to find Pierre, get to the front lines, probably up at Fort Souvy. Just some junk. Some doors have been locked due to enemy trench raids. A key is required. Okay. Noted. Looks like chess game was abandoned in a hurry. There were probably a few of those. Cigarettes. Presumably quite valuable. Door is heavily rusted with a helmet hanging. It's locked tight. Key is required. Okay. More cigarettes. Some doors have been locked due to enemy trench raids. Key is required. I may turn the screen shake off. May not. Oh, hey man, how's it going? Need to transport those cages down. Trench, commander's orders. Come back safe, mate. Some old tattered uniforms. Check. What's up? Cages. Messenger pigeons. Anybody who's not heard the story of Chamonix, the pigeon in World War One, it's very sad. Under fire, remember basics of your field training. Remain aware. You can sprint to outrun the enemy. Okay. You can perform a combat roll. Stocks your kit. Items can be used and viewed from the inventory. Crafting materials can be combined to create medicines, ammunition, and tools for the field. Very Resident Evil. I should be using, like, D-pad here. I'm using the stick and it's, like, skipping. If inventory space is limited, consumable items and ammo can be discarded. Think carefully before doing so. Always pay attention to the space in your field bag. Only take what is necessary for survival and, more importantly, victory. Always be vigilant. The enemy can strike from anywhere. Stick to assigned trenches. Keep your head down and only advance when ordered to by your company commander. We want to bring you home to your family safely. But we mostly won't. More cigarettes. Hey, man. Andre, the Fritz are back at Sophie again. Your brother, he went up about 20 minutes ago. See you at the front. Let's give these bastards hell. I don't speak French. Fight valiantly and the enemy will cower. Cool, cool, cool. Someone left their gear here. Looks like they left in a hurry. Can I have the gear, though? What's the... Okay, Y for inventory. I know that there is a roll button. I don't know what it is. Okay. Left bumper to roll. I feel like I'm not quite fat rolling in Dark Souls. Like, mid-roll, maybe. Okay. Assume that's locked. Yep. That would be a jump down. My inclination is to go talk to this person. Private, where have you been? They're mounting another attack on Fort Seville. We need every man there at the fort. Get moving now. Anytime now. What if there's stuff, though? Hold on. We are aware I don't have a rifle, yeah? Okay. Locked door. Oh, okay. Okay, X to run. Okay, and then there's... Oh, you're not doing so hot, huh? Gas last night. Best just leave him be? Okay. I mean, I guess I'm not a trained medic, so... Jesus. Oh, that's a... Okay, I got a hiding spot. Cool. Left bumper to dodge roll. Was that A to run? X to run? X to run. And I do have a stamina bar, both running and rolling effect. Fancy yourself asleep in private. Your brother, he's up the line. You should be there with him. Okay. Here we go again, Andre. See you at the front. Don't be over encumbered. Store your gear for victory. Oh, okay. So this is a save room? Yes, okay. I know Ray would be very disappointed that I did not go with save slot 3, but we're just gonna stick with that for now. Yeah, okay. And as I assumed, cigarettes do not take up inventory space. I assume that's the currency, right? That's my read of it, but... Sweet! 5 more cigarettes. I'm gonna just save that progress, because sure, why not? Alright. On up the line. Now be a good time to point out that I'm unarmed. Wood looks fragile. Okay. Can I break it? Supply barrels look like they can be smashed open. Okay, I like all of this, but I don't have a weapon? Trench shovel, there we go. Okay. How might a guy swing a trench shovel? Why? Inventory. Oh, I see. Okay. Equip. Assign to up on the D-pad. Okay. Left trigger to aim a weapon. Right trigger to swing it. Okay. More cigarettes. Okay. Okay, so best to let it fully charge, obviously. Okay. Fort de Seville. Take the bandage, hell yes. Okay. Locked door. I figured, I just realized I hadn't checked it and wanted to before I continued. Okay. Alright. Come on, Fritz. Rewards points. Presumably not for killing the German soldier, but, I win. Presumably that guy also had a family he was writing letters to. Side of his head looks like it was caved in with a shovel. They did do a lot of that in World War I. Shovels, maces. Okay. Please don't be Pierre. Not already? Okay. Can I get him out of here? Oh, okay. So I got him lying down. Don't get to the front lines, I'll be shot. I'll be back for you, brother. Okay. Trench raider stabbed in the chest. Okay, so way to go, Pierre. More cigarettes. Can't be killed by the Germans if I die of lung cancer first. Okay. Attention. Check your firearms before going into combat. Only engage in CQC if absolutely necessary. That sounds great. Can I get a firearm? Rifle round, singular. I don't think you get to say rifle rounds 1. It is a rifle round. Just the one. Okay, locked door. A rifle! Excellent. Let's go ahead and assign that to down. Pistol will probably end up being right, shotgun left if I can get one. Generator supplying power to the entirety of Fort Seville. Last one we have. Surely that won't come up. Locked door. Aim steady, destroy the bush. I don't think I... Okay, door's locked. Two more rifle rounds. We take those. Metallic door's been locked, won't budge. Keys required. Interesting. Do I need to backtrack? Door needs a key. Door's locked on the other side. Dead guy. Generator. Guess I need to go back. Alright. Come on. Yep. Tut mir sehr leid. More rifle rounds. I'm gonna switch the rifle out of paranoia. Okay. And I think it just said right bumper to reload. Okay. So far I've spent one round and stuck to the trench shovel the rest of the time. I feel okay about that, actually. There you are, Marcel. When you get out there, make every shot count. See you on the other side, my friend. That sounds great. I'm gonna just real quick, save. Keep the chemical fluid. Interesting. Huh. I don't know what the chemical fluid does, so for now that gets to stay behind, just in case I start filling up. Bandages, plural. Okay, each one of those takes up a slot. I'm assuming the chemical fluid can be used to make either ammunition or health. They shall not pass. Beware of the bush hypocrisy. I'm assuming bush is reference to the Germans, but I don't actually know the word. Shot once through the skull. I mean, that'll usually do it. Private, Fort Seville is under attack. If they take this position, we are finished. Get out there and defend the soil with your life. What are you waiting for? Want one in the back of your head? Get moving. They shall not pass. Yes. Talking about motivation. You can either run forward and get shot by the enemy, or run back and get shot by your allies. Okay. Right. Cool. What if I go left? I feel like this is just gonna be a locked door. Yeah, that's cool. It's fine, I didn't want to survive this anyway. Oh, okay, so we have a lock. Noted. I assume I can't cross this way. Yep. Okay. You are French. Couple rifle rounds. I'm assuming this guy's just kind of losing his shit and in my way. Yeah, that's fine. I wonder if I can shoot him and get the stuff past him, or if that's just like a... Okay. Oh, I did not realize there was limited ammo on this. Else I probably would have gone for shorter burst. Either way, got me through damn near all of them. Only had to spend one rifle round, so we take what we can. More rifle rounds, looks good. Feel like he's gonna get shot, yeah. Take the bandage, hell yes. More rifle rounds, well, rifle round. Future of our children hinges on this battle, show no mercy. First aid kit, hell yes. No fucking pressure, by the way. Future of our children hinges on this battle. Okay, where'd that motherfucker go? Okay. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember what the French rifle at the time would have been. But I am pretty sure the ammunition would not have been compatible between French and German soldiers at the time. 62? Okay, so that's probably half of the code. Fuck yes, I'll take the grenade. And the shotgun shells. Okay, so there's a shotgun. Excellent. Ow. Okay, disagree. Okay. Super not alive. Noted. Okay. So I let too many of them stack up. That's fine. think I was right to drop the chemical fluid off. Take the bandage. Switch to the rifle, reload. Take the ammo. I think I may need to be a little more liberal with my use of, okay. With, my use of the rifle rounds. I could theoretically brute force, this code with the information I have, but it would be annoying and possibly get me killed. So I'm gonna see if I can't find, the other half of the code. I know that one half is 6.2. Okay, so I have 46 rounds on the MG. Okay. Drops me to 18 rounds, but I can leave those in the gun. And move on. May or may not help me in the future, but good to know. This one's a bandage. This one, I don't remember. Rifle round. Okay, this was where the guy was freaking out. Future of our children, etc. Yes, on the first aid kit, absolutely. Okay. Shotgun shells, yes. Grenade, yes. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to shoot the explosives and they're just not going off. So it's possible it's either a skill issue on my part or I need to use a grenade to make that happen. I'm unclear. But for now... Loctite keys required. Shotgun shells, sweet. Keep fighting. Oh, this is apparently a thing I can do. Maybe it's the other half of the code. That would make me happy. Take the alcohol. I mean, I'm in World War I trenches. 3-4. Okay, so 3462 or 6234. Okay. Spent more ammo than I would have liked to, but We have our code. Disagree. Okay, I know enough French to know that that's please. Fatal funnel. Okay, you're exciting. What if... Are we serious? Okay, so that doesn't explode, clearly. News to me. Oh my god, really? Okay, asshole. I didn't know we could do that. Oh my god. Okay. That sucked. What was it, 6234? Is it maybe where the shotgun is? That would make me happy. I was not clear on how many rounds I had left on that. 12? Okay. Definitely want the machine gun for that kind of enemy. Jesus. Okay. I guess maybe I'll get back over there at some point. Trench key, hell yes. Oh, and the generator's down? Yep, kinda figured. Okay, but apparently not my key. Oh, can I combine bandages and alcohol? To make a disinfectant bandage, which is not quite as good as a first aid kit. Okay. I have 1 gun part and 34 cigarettes, though, so... almost up to 2 packs. You know, for the sake of it, let's just go ahead and use that. Oh, interesting. It can cure infections, which... I was not aware. I was concerned about within game. I know it killed a whole lot of people during the actual war. We're gonna save again. I'm definitely digging this game so far, though. I'm gonna stow the shotgun shells until I have a shotgun, because otherwise they seem kind of superfluous. Unless, of course, I get some more anyway, so sure. We take those. No getting through here anymore. Okay. I am not gonna remember that fucking code by the time I get back to the door. Hey, Pierre, how we doing? Pierre is gone, but someone left a note here. That was kind of them. Runner's note. Urgent orders. To the company's commander, they are planning a second attack and we are out of men who are fit to fight. The fort is now in their control and the southern trenches will follow. If the support trench falls, withdraw your men and regroup at Fort Saint-Michel. Leave any wounded soldiers in the medic bay. If they are not killed, they will be taken as prisoners of war. We'll retrieve them later. That's pragmatic. Ow, fucker. I was using that face. Guess I'll have some coffee now. Oh, are we doing backstory things? I can't inspect the stump. I'm disappointed. Is this my idyllic life before I got shipped off to war to probably die? Take the cellar key. I'm glad that I have key hunting and puzzles in my backstory, too. Makes sense why I'm so good at them in the trenches. We have too much junk. Front door key, there we are. That's Swan Lake. Our mother's bed. Random black and white photograph. Nothing like some serious head trauma to make you, relive your idyllic childhood. Rest for the day, no. Pierre's bed. Oh, the watch that we're keeping an eye out for. I assume finding that is an achievement. Back door's locked. Okay, guess I'm resting for the day. They shall not pass. I did stop that. I prevented them from passing, so... hooray for me, I suppose? Fight with cudgels. One hour later. It's a serious hit to the head. Ow. My whole face. Yeah, and he disarmed me. Kind of figured. Ruby pistol. Alright. As I said, right on the D-pad for pistol. We got 9 rounds. I guess they figured I was dead? Find people... or, sorry, no, find Pierre, search for help. Keep your head in trench during all hours of daylight. In case of enemy shelling, take shelter in trench dugouts, which may or may not collapse on you. Fuck yes, pistol rounds. Oh boy. I don't even have my fucking cudgel. That hardly seems fair. Sweet. Can I... okay, is there a melee attack button? I do actually have to check that. Quick whip, reload, dodge, run, attack, aim. Attack is just right trigger. Can I smack up the things with it? No, I don't appear to be able to. Someone left their gear here. Okay, yeah, can I have their gear, though? Take the knife. Yes, I will. Thank you very much. And in fact, can I use the knife to do violence to these crates? Cigarettes and cigarettes. We take those. It's interesting, the cudgels seem to have a, like, health bar, but I don't see that on the knife. Pistol rounds, great. Trench key, okay, cool. Pick up the support trench map, yes. Fuck yes. This is so Resident Evil. Would just be wiring. Ow, fuck me. Really? Okay. I mean, fair. It is barbed wire. That one's kind of on me. A singular cigarette. Wire spool. Interesting. To what end? What now? Door is completely sealed with barbed wire. Can I... okay, can't use the knife. I assume the wire spool wouldn't fucking help. Yeah, okay. Figured. No, I need, like, bolt cutters or something. Noted, that's a thing to come back to later. Ow! Fuck. God damn it. Again, totally on me. The walls hurt. Gun parts, cigarettes, and a grenade. I like this room. This room's great. I need more of this room, please. Okay, I've got the one grenade at present. More cigarettes. Okay. Cigarettes. Another grenade, which I assume... Oh, no, they do stack. That's awesome. Gunpowder A. Okay, so that's to manufacture ammunition. 4 health vials. No. Okay, so that's... I don't fucking remember what the equivalent was. There was... Oh, you could go, like, heal with Rebecca as Chris in... At least the RE1 remake. I don't remember who was in original RE1. Okay. Door is locked. Okay, so probably down the hatch. Tunnel memo. Germans have been relentless in their push for the fort. Bombardment has not ceased day and night. Our trench lines are beginning to become unrecognizable. Emil was sent out to draw a map of our trench lines. He didn't want to do it, but he didn't have a choice. Despite that, he makes for a good cartographer. Jesus. Our supplies are just about out. There's nothing left, and if the Germans recapture the fort, there's no chance we can retake it in this state. The transport tunnels below the trenches have collapsed after a gas shell exploded down there. Still men trapped underneath us, but it's pitch black down there, and we have no more torches or gas masks, so all we can do is listen to them scream. Ammunition transport between the supply trench and the front lines is now dreadfully slow. If we had usable explosives, clearing the rubble down in the supply trench could be possible, but we're low on dynamite, and our last resupply came in faulty and soaked. Our new gas masks arrived, but the gas down here is already cleared anyway. We need fucking torches, but the supply track coming from Verdun was shelled. I'm not sure I can take listening to the screaming any longer. What a fucking disaster. Itchy tasty, etc. Torch battery. Oh, like a fucking flashlight, right. I forget on occasion that the English call flashlights torches. And the French, when speaking English, have sort of added that to their parlance. Okay. Well, at least the gas cleared. Okay. Coop key. Oh, for the pigeons. Yeah. Okay, fuck. Okay, noted. Stay out of the gas. Okay, the gas is apparently further down than I thought. Not great. I don't know if that's a thing that'll heal over time or if I'm just kind of fucked for now, because that took a not inconsiderable chunk off of my max health. Ow, fucker. To be honest, I kind of wanted to try out the knife and see how effective it was. That answered my question. Not reliable for combat use. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, can't continue this way. That's right. Yeah. Okay, so that part of the game that asked me, like, hey, do you want to do checkpoints? I'm starting to think yes might have been the right answer. Okay, so I was correct in my figuring. I figured that the knife did not have a, like, damage bar because it was shitty. I was correct. So, the knife is great for breaking down boxes and crates, not so much for basically anything else. Oh my god, am I gonna have to go back through the fucking backstory? Okay, that's gonna be annoying. Get smacked in the face, conscript, etc. Skip all that. Okay. Well, okay, had I been thinking about it, I would not have made that test with the knife, with the risk of going all the way back through this shit. Cellar key. Front door key. And rest. Okay, relatively quick at least. Having done that, I'm actually kind of curious to what speedruns of this game look like, because I have no idea. Okay, fight with cudgels. So, we wake up, grab a brush, put a little makeup. Cool. I could have sworn I fucking saved. $23.50. That seems right. Thought I had one save after this, but evidently not. Oh. Nice. And then the knife was up here, I think. Okay. We will check that in a moment. Extra first aid kit I will absolutely take. Okay. And then I wanted to at least get the pistol bullets over here first. Okay, I definitely want to save now. More pistol ammo, great. Hey, man. Oh, here's our fucking merchant. Okay. So, hold on. Upgrade. Could upgrade pistol. What do I need? I need gun parts. I see. Okay. So, can't apply anything to the knife. For now, trade. Okay, military grade ammo pouch can be attached to your uniform. Increases the amount of ammo you can carry per bag slot by 10% of original capacity. That sounds good, but it's also 50. More gun parts. Ruby pistol I've already got. Trench shovel I could purchase again. Grenades I can buy. Okay, standard gunpowder mixed with gunpowder A to create gunpowder B, or add chemical fluid to craft pistol ammo. Okay, gunpowder B. Mixed with more gunpowder B to create gunpowder C, or add chemical fluid to craft rifle ammo. Fabric can create a stronger bandage. Can use it in disinfectant or drink, sure. Toolbox filled with supplies can be used to repair basic tools and melee weapons. Has enough supplies for one repair. Okay. Torch battery, sure. Wire spool can be used to patch up trench parapets and prevent unwanted enemy advancements. Okay, I wondered what that was for. An artillery shell. Holy shit. Small key. I mean, I could buy a small key. Okay. Sell. Okay. Cool, so none of the above. Okay, cool. And I can save, which is excellent. I'm gonna stow one of the first aid kits, but otherwise continue on our way. Ow. Is this his house? Okay. Locked from the side. Oh, and if I pull my map, do I have... Yes, okay, it tells me where the merchant is. That's fucking awesome. Thank you, map. We appreciate you. Definitely starting to run low on handgun ammo. Okay, I was really hoping there would be something of value beyond them. not looking that way. Not Pierre. Soldier must have been a runner. Looks like he went through hell to get here. See also marathon. Oh, shit. Okay. Rough. Pick up the artillery shell. Yes. Oh, hey, nice. I am going to... Actually, I'm going to drop the artillery shell off and then save. Bandage... I could use, like, a single bandage. Okay. And then save, yes. And we determined I cannot get through up here. That's fine. Raiding club. Oh, yes. And I assume, yes, that has health. But that means I can not spend bullets on certain engagements, which will be very nice. Okay. I'm just annoyed I can't get back to that, like, combo lock, combination lock. Because I have the combo, and I just am gonna forget. I guess I can just look it up if I really have to, but I was happy I, you know, found the puzzle pieces, and then they moved the puzzle away from me. Okay. Gun cleaning kit, okay. I assume that that does what I think it does. Clean dirty firearms contains lubricant cloth and a cleaning rod. Okay. I don't see a way to tell if the guns are dirty. Half a dozen messenger pigeons. Oh, I found the fucking cage key. Aha, ha, ha. Okay. Noted. So that was down below somewhere. Take the trench shovel. Okay, excellent. Okay, so I can start stocking these up. Okay. And I think I was going over here. Right, yeah. Got all that. Key duties. In case of enemy attack, new key duties have been implemented as of July 1st. We must not give our key positions to German hands. Any and all hindrance to the enemy during times of crisis must be sought. Blockhouse keys. Possession of Lieutenant Robin Allard. Infirmary keys. Possession of 2nd Lieutenant Wilfred Boisselot. Probably. Pigeon coop keys. Possession of Junior Officer Arthur Coevu. Supervising tunnel works under mess hall. Supply trench key. Possession of Lieutenant Michel Carpentier. Charpentier? Charpentier? I took German and Russian, I don't know. My French accent is only okay at best. And that's compared to other Americans. Compared to, you know, actual French people, I got a long ways to go. Take the fuel. Yes. Go on. Hidden cigarettes. I dig it. Oh, hey, man. Should have gone with the trench club, but pistol was what I quick equipped without thinking about it, so... Oh, it's rats. Okay, I was trying to figure out what the hell the strong artillery blast should clear it. I see. That appears to be full of gas. Wouldn't be my first choice. Take the trench shovel. Yes, okay, so we're starting to build up a supply here. Oh, fuck me. Okay. Chem fluid, sweet. Are we doing inventory? Yeah, that's what I figured. Small hole in the wall here. Can make out the sounds of gathering of rats. Must be where they're coming from. Grenade should do the trick. Yup. Well, fuck. Hold on, I can probably get my hands on one of those. Fuck. Okay. Suicide Alley. Nice. Can I use a... Oh, I don't want to use a full first aid kit. God damn it. Bernard Barreau. Paul Saint-Pierre. Use Cormier. Michael Mathieu. Okay. Diary entry. Bernard hasn't been the same since he came back from Hill 304. Doesn't talk anymore, just trembles all day and all night, clutching onto his father's old lighter as if it's made out of solid gold. Nobody really knows what to do with him anymore. Fighting has broken out again at Fort Seville. We are waiting here as backup in case more men fall. The artillery has been immense. Often they miss the fort and end up in our support trench. Bernard has started pissing and shitting himself as if we don't already have a rat problem. An officer carried Bernard out of the quarters last night. We haven't seen him since. Looks like he locked his lighter away in the lockbox. Victor keeps trying to open it, insisting Bernard won't need it anymore. Those two never did get along. If you had half a brain, you'd use Bernard's birth year as a code. That's what every idiot around here does. Oh, fucking A. Was that 1915? Bernard, 1914. Got it. So... 1914... 19 to 20 years... So... 1894 or 1895? Inventory's full. Fuck. I hate to lose the raiding club. Can I use this? Can't use this here. Okay. Can I combine with anything? Didn't figure. Can I combine with anything? Didn't figure. Okay. Yeah. Hate to do that, but... Empty lighter. Oh. Wait, really? It doesn't combine? Okay. Balls. I don't like that I can't just use the bandage. I'm gonna pass on heading down Suicide Alley. That seems questionable at best. Yeah, don't take it personal, man. assume this is like a thing I need a key for. Bolt cutters or some shit. Military grade rope appears to be soaked in oil. Okay, so... yeah. Need... okay. I call bullshit, but okay. I have a fucking knife, but okay, fine. Rude. I would love to have more space in my inventory. Really would. Barbed wire has been destroyed here. Okay. So I could use a spool to patch that up. Really? No rifle rounds for me? Same problem there. Okay. Roster duties. For high ranks. Captain Gautier Lehay. For Saint-Michel. CV. Okay, this is just all the locations of all the people who had keys. Oh, you fucker. I'm gonna store my fuel, store that, store that, store that. Probably need the rest. Actually, I have rifle rounds but no rifle, so for now... oh, do I have a grenade? I have... okay, no. Disappointing. Gunpowder B. Okay, cool. Okay. Yes, take the first aid kit and stow it. Gunpowder B, we're gonna transfer for now. Okay, leaves me 5 slots open, which is about as good as I can hope for at the moment. I'm gonna record my progress. Trade, I have 79. I don't dislike the idea of being able to carry extra ammo, but I so far have not run into an amount of ammo that I can just carry comfortably. Trench shovel, grenade, alcohol repair kit, wire spool. Ooh, wire spool 3. You know what? I am gonna buy those. Hooray. What are you buying? I appreciate that they know that they're Resident Evil and don't try to mask that. Okay. And then I still have just the 1 gun part, so pass on upgrade for now. Could just upgrade firepower. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, sure. Standard issue no more. I also would not hate upgrading the reload speed on this. Did I have enough for more gun parts? Yeah, I do. And because you're not paying in both, Not enough weapon parts. Okay. Thought I just bought 3. Am I wrong? Did I buy 1? Oh, it's 30 per weapon part. I thought I was getting 3. I misunderstood. I see. That's honestly fine. More than I wanted to pay, but not a huge deal, and I can eventually upgrade anyway. Hey, man. And we're gonna save again just because I did some stuff. Cool. And then I'm gonna take that wire spool out. Yes. And do the same thing over here. On the theory that I'm just making my life later easier. Oh, it's a ladder. I was trying to figure out the fuck I was looking at. Understood. Sorry, the pixel art confused me. Hey, Yvonne, how's it going? I'm doing well here. How'd your band practice go? Oh, it went great. Awesome. Love to hear it. Trench torch. Excellent. Made a track for your drummer's mother. Yeah, you were saying it was her birthday coming up. Oh, guess we'll fucking... Okay. Love the riff that you made. Cool. Track's energetic and cool. Nice. Also today was your last shift as a pizza maker. See, that's like both cool because you don't have to do it anymore, but also sad because there are no more pizzas. Ow. Yeah, okay, figured. You're sick of pizzas now? Yeah, basically everyone I've ever spoken to that's worked in food service is like, hey, I liked this thing when I started working, and I don't anymore. I hate basically anything related to whatever kind of food they were making. Body armor? Fuck yes. Yeah, I had a friend at a sandwich shop who just fucking hates the idea of putting together a sandwich anymore. This game reminds you of the old games that had semi-realistic graphics and were still like 16-bit console. So this game is very heavily based on the original Resident Evil. up to and including, like, the various kinds of weapons, the merchant, from Resident Evil 4, lots of, references throughout, but it's very much a, love letter to Resident Evil as a survival horror series, as well as, a World War I survival horror game. Reminds you of the name Carrier. I don't think I know that one. Okay. Yeah, cigarettes are our currency here. We have gun parts, that are used like, your currency is in Resident Evil 4 to upgrade your guns. So far, I'm very impressed by it. I'm enjoying the game quite a lot. Cares about you being a monster, you kill people and devour them to get biomass. Oh, are you talking carrion? I think I know what you're talking about, hold on. Nope, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, carrion, okay. I think that's on Game Pass. It's not my general kind of game, but I'm not, like, opposed to looking at it. I saw a pretty impressive, speedrun of it a number of years ago. Carrion, yeah. That one, yeah? Just a cool concept, yeah. Okay, yeah, cool. Thought that was what you were talking about, just wanted to make sure. Pistol rounds. How are we doing on pistol ammo? Okay. Basically, you're the predator and the others are the prey. Yeah, I have definitely seen some gameplay of that looks interesting. I don't tend to go for 2D side-scrollers, though I also don't tend to go for the reverse horror. Yeah. I also don't tend to go for top-down twin-stick stuff, so the fact that I'm enjoying this means I'm much more likely to check something else out that I'm not usually up for. Fuel storage. Highly flammable. Sweet. Love that for me. Oh, this is my stuff. Currently I don't think I need that. I'm gonna keep the body armor. Raiding club do I need? Feels smart to have. Yeah, we'll keep it for now. I would like to have more than 3 slots available, though. Graphics look like carrying? Yeah, it's very similar graphically. That sort of, I want to say 16-bit style, but if it's 32-bit, I could be totally wrong and would not be surprised. I admit that that era of gaming is not my forte. Okay, gun parts, cigarettes, and grenades. Console wars so confusing back in the 80s, 90s. I mean, by and large, the console wars are and always have been dumb. Like, there's just... It was a bunch of nerds arguing over which very valuable company's product was better, and generally speaking, each had their own benefits. And, like, everyone was getting involved in video games, too. Like, I don't know if you've ever heard of the ColecoVision, but Coleco is short for Connecticut Leather Company, who decided to, like, get their hands into the gaming sphere. Because shit was getting popular. Like Yamaha? Yeah, for sure. They do everything, yeah, for sure. There's just like... Okay... Wire here can be patched up. Use the wire spool. Yes! Shocked that musical instrument brand also makes bikes. Yeah! Because they can. Which, I mean, is actually a solid business strategy in the sense that, like, if for some reason people found an alternative to bikes that they liked much better, then Yamaha still has instruments to fall back on, basically. Ooh, that looks like a firearm. Okay, that's broken. Which is fine, because I have a bunch of ammo. Still, it's insane. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely like, I don't know if you're familiar with Gerber, which most people know as a baby food company. They even do boats. Yeah, jet skis too, I think. But Gerber, which is best known for baby food, also does knives. And I have a multi-tool from Gerber that I've been carrying since I was like 15. I prefer not to hit the explosive if I can avoid it. Small hole in the wall here. Can hear rats. Grenade, yes. Collapsed on itself. Rats shouldn't be a problem here anymore. Okay. To be honest, I don't exactly know what rats do. Take the cutter half. Oh. I know what that's for. Cigarettes. Sounds like British humor. A little, yeah. Now that you mention it. Okay, so that's part of a puzzle, and I know what it's for. I just have absolutely no idea where the other half is. I do have an artillery shell that can take care of that blockage, but I don't necessarily want to spend it on that. This is locked up, yeah? Yes. Got a wire spool up there. This is just a hiding spot. Got a wire spool up there. Do we have 2 spots here or just one? Just one, okay. Yes, could use an artillery shell for that. Probably not going to at the moment. Attention, we are running low on medical supplies. I do actually want to use one of these to heal me. Yes, okay, cool. And is there a place I can fucking save in here? Because I have access to my storage, but not a save spot, which would be very nice to have. Let's go ahead and transfer the raiding club, swap it out for the trench shovel. Does this game only people versus people or any horror mystical type shit? No, this is basically just the horror of World War I, where we sent millions of young men to go get slaughtered in the trenches for 4 years. It's a much more realistic sort of horror. Yeah, you play a young Frenchman, and you are fighting Germans the whole time. Which is a much less clear-cut conflict than World War II. Because in a World War II game, right, you can be like, hey, you shouldn't have sided with the Nazis. In a World War I game, you're like, I guess you shouldn't have been born in Germany as an able-bodied man. I guess I can leave the cutter half in storage, because I don't see a reason to lug that around. Okay. I guess I do need to head down soon. I would like to save first, and here's hoping I remember how to get to his... Oh, wait, hang on. I have a fucking map. Dumbass. Okay. I can get to a save room from here relatively quickly. Here's our Resident Evil 4 style merchant. I do have 2 gun parts. And I would like to increase the reload speed on the pistol. And that should be all for now. Go ahead and save. And then use the wire out here. To prevent further incursions into this trench. Wrong door. Going on a job event tomorrow, like you and all employees sit somewhere and eat and just talk. Yeah, we most frequently, I guess in English you would call that a job fair. But yeah, definitely been to events like that. Job fair. Not a fair, just fair, F-A-I-R. So job space F-A-I-R. Yeah. Cooperative. Okay, gotcha. Cooperative. Okay. Theoretically, I can jump down into the lower area. Tunnel memo. Read that earlier before I died. Okay. Corp is from the word corporatia. I think whoever made these words should be killed, which means corporation. Yeah. It's one of those things where, like, probably you're pulling from an English root there to get corporatio. Corporatia. I see. Sorry. You could join voice chat if you'd like to, but I think I got it. Yeah, so yes, okay, cool, thanks. But that's like a lot of more modern words. You wind up getting the same word in multiple languages. Like, for instance, basketball in Russian is just basketball or volleyball. Instead of each language coming up with its own word for something, like water is different in every language because every language encountered that at a different time. Whereas with newer inventions, all the words are the same because we just translate it directly. Okay, hypothetically, if I were stuck, where the fuck would I go? Aha. Also, football, probably. Oh, yeah, football. Yeah. You also have hooligan, which is... It's really appropriate that you have both football and hooligan. Hooligan? Yeah. Take the coop key. Okay, so that I can use. Hooligan just means bully or disturber, like peace disturber on the street. Yeah. It's not used exclusively like football hooligan, but it has the same root word. Oh, hey man. I don't suppose I can just... Shit. Ow, fucker. Rude. Do I have a kick button? Because I get kicked a lot. Serious question, do I have a kick button? Fade. I forgot that I have a fucking roll button. I literally never use that. Okay, yeah, sure. I guess I don't have a kick button, but that's fine. Okay, here's the problem. I found the coop earlier. I don't remember where the fuck it is. Torch battery. Yes, I will take that and probably stow it. I guess for now, stow the lighter, because I have no use for the thing if I can't. Okay. And then, do we remember where the fucking coop was? Door question mark? Save journal, door, ladder, item storage. Okay, rubble. Rubble, Fort Suvi. Oh, is that it? That looks like, yep, pigeon coop. Okay, so I need to go from where I currently am, down, left to the merchant, and then up and around. Okay, cool. Sorry, I just saw that you... Okay. Did I know back in the 18th century every single foreigner from Europe was called Niemiec, but most of them were Germans? Not sure because you're not a history expert, say the same thing you remember from school. And so the name Niemiec stuck with the Germans? Yeah, Niemiecki. Which is interesting because, it would be, for if you were just saying any foreigner, it would be, what, Inostranets? Yeah, Inostranets, right? Yep, okay, cool. It's funny, I can tell about how much the stream is delayed by you typing it out right before I, like, as I was saying it. Okay. And then plural would be Inostrancev, right? Like multiple, yeah. Yeah, plural, P-L-U-R-A-L, plural as in more than one. Would be, I think... Oh, Inostranci, okay. Inostranci. I do have trouble pronouncing, hard signs and soft signs sometimes. It's one of those sounds that just kind of isn't in English most of the time. Gun parts. Sweet. Okay. Inostrancev is... it belongs to foreigners. Oh, okay. That makes sense. So, like, Inostrancev restaurant would be like a foreign restaurant, but, like, owned by someone foreign. Chamonix, save us. It's dead, God help me. Oh, good. The fucking pigeon's dead. Take the lockpick. I did see a place that needed to be lockpicked, so... I feel like I should have been able to figure out that the pigeon was dead before opening it, but okay. Didn't understand the restaurant thing, so... would, like, Restaurant Inostrancev be a restaurant owned by foreigners? Or Inostrancev Restaurant? Depending. Yes, okay, cool. I always feel good when I more or less figure things out. Like, when the rules basically make sense and I get it correct, I feel good. The first one. Where was that door I needed to lockpick? Okay, so that's Fort Seville. Locked on the other side. Oh, hold on. Was this door, question mark? Hold on. Blockhouse, supply trench, helmet, medicine storage, locked door, simple lock. Okay. So I can maybe get at that? Locked door rope. Okay, I need the lighter for that. Which, for some reason, the lighter and the fuel don't combine, which makes no sense to me, but okay. Fine, I'll play by your rules. Survival horror game. Didn't choose a Master of Unlocking character? I know. Sadly, Jill Valentine was too busy being not born to be an option in character selection. And also not French. Okay, so... it's locked from the other side, locked door blockhouse. One of those was simple lock, and I think it was over this way. I still don't have the blockhouse key. Rope. Door blockhouse, locked door simple lock. Okay, so actually I should go over here. You always have to deal with small keys and lockpicks that break like typical Leon and Chris. Yeah, there are small keys in this. Like, available from the merchant. I just don't know if I can lockpick a simple lock or if I need the small key. Because I can't just go buy one if I need to. Door's been unlocked with lockpick. Nice. Lockpick broke. It's been discarded. Okay. That is more or less what I expected. Andre, you're still with us. We had to retreat. Those bastards came down so fast. It was never ending. Henri and Jean, you haven't seen them. Haven't seen them of you. Mustn't let the fort fall into their hands. Can't be or nothing. Heard fighting coming from inside. Some of us are still in there somewhere. Entrance there is locked. I'm going to try and find another way around. Okay, cool. Can I loot this entire room, please? Ran off in a hurry. That's unlike him. Is that a shotgun? Fucking yoink. Take the fabric. Yeah, sure. A bone. I made the shotgun dirty. Hey, it was laying out in the dirt. That one's not on me. Repair kit. Lighter fluid. Fuck yes. Note on rats. Rat problem's got out of hand. The bastard's getting big. I've seen some damn near the size of a small dog. Still as quick as the little ones, just as hard for a clean shot. Not worth the ammo. Easy way to catch one on the other end of a shovel or club. Strong overhand strike usually does the trick. It's how we entertain ourselves on the quiet days if we're lucky to have one. Rats have developed a desire for human flesh. I can't blame them. There's enough of them lying around here. In the sectors where the bodies remain, the rat hordes are insufferable. They crawl all over you in your sleep and scurry around the tables where we try to eat. Big ones are well vicious. I'd rather be hit over the head by a German club than take a bite from one of those beasts. We have to take the rat problem more seriously. Albert was bitten in his sleep 2 nights ago by one of the big ones. Yesterday he spent the day vomiting all over the quarters. He's very sick. The filthy creatures must be carrying something. As long as the Boche are also dealing with this menace. The bodies keep piling up and the artillery siege hasn't stopped for days. Our makeshift plots caught fire today after we'd filled them up. Couldn't believe what I saw. Hundreds of those ghastly creatures came scurrying out in a panic. Seems they don't like fire. We gave the burnt bodies a proper burial today. I was expecting the rats to put up a fight, but to my surprise, the pile of corpses housed not a single one. Seems they only want fresh meat. That is horrifying and basically accurate to what went on in World War I trenches. Oh, good, my inventory's full. Love that. Okay, new plan. Alright, hold on. I can fix that, I just need to do some inventory management. Rats grow to the size of small dogs. Hold on. Let me send you a Wikipedia article on New York City rats, 'cause yes. Let me see if I can find you Wikipedia. Hold on. Okay, I found a Reddit post that could give you a decent idea here. Closer to Chihuahua, but still. Okay. Okay. So I now have a clean pump shotgun. Nice. That's a fucking beaver-sized shit? Yeah. New York City rats are huge, and the World War I trenches had the exact same problem. There was basically no competition for food, and so they got enormous. For now, I think we stow the shotgun. And the fabric. Lighter fluid, I actually want the lighter for. Okay. The grenade I'm honestly only carrying for the rat holes. Ew, gross. Yeah, you ain't wrong. Like... Personal favorite, shotgun with a pump or auto? Okay, so... Depends on the scenario you're giving me. If I'm out shooting clays for a day, semi-auto is very fun. Cycles quick, works great. Totally down for it. If I'm in a, like, apocalyptic survival scenario where the quality of my shotgun shells is more questionable, a pump shotgun will pump every time, whereas the semi-auto shotgun's gonna be a lot pickier about what you put through it. Oh, just shooting? If I'm shooting clays, an over-under shotgun. If I'm shooting slugs or buckshot, probably a pump gun. Oh, the water pump that needs a handle is, like, legit needs a handle. Understood. Okay. I don't know what getting water will help me with. Semi-auto, like pistols, you insert the mag and then you have to pump the first round in the chamber? Yeah, generally. Let me put in like a Beretta A400 as a decent example. Or actually, M4 Super 90. Let me... hold on. Find a video. Just so you can see how it, loads and works. So...
if I asked you to...
this is the standard issue, Marine Corps combat shotgun. And if you skip to, like, 3 minutes in, is when he starts shooting. Does automatic shotgun even exist? Yes, it does. The AA-12. You're not an expert guy in guns, you just know about guns from games. A lot of people learn a lot about guns from games. Some of it true, some of it not. But this is a semi-automatic shotgun, and I will actually drop a full auto shotgun in there too. Oh god, is this an old FPS Russia video? My god. Fair warning, this guy is, American, and his whole shtick was putting on a Russian accent for, you know, views back in the day. But his video on the AA-12 was actually really good, so just thought I'd warn the Russian guy before I sent him into that. And then right there. Okay. And what else was in here that I couldn't pick up? That's fuel. Okay, that's what I thought. And more fuel. Okay. Oh, is that for the fucking generator at Fort Suvi? Okay. I'm going to assume that that's the case and leave all the fuel here. I have 3 open slots, which is fewer than I would like to have. I think I leave the knife behind. Man, this is cringe. You are not wrong. It was back in the day. Like, look at the age of the video. Like, this was probably over 10 years ago. 14 years ago. Okay, like, you're not wrong that it was cringe, but it also was fairly early internet days. And definitely earlier YouTube days. YouTube already existed for 6 years? Yes, though he was on there for before he made this video. Like, the oldest video on FPS Rush's channel is probably within a couple of years. Alright, I'm sorry, now you've made me curious. Okay, so a little less earlier than I thought. Yeah, he was active from 2010 to 2016, so 5 years after YouTube started. I didn't think his AA12 video was that close to when he started, but... Yeah, I will not deny that it's super cringe, but A, at the time I watched him, he was super popular, and B, at the time I watched him, I had not actually, like, taken Russian classes. I was a kid, Kiddio706, I think I remember that name? Though I was 13 when you were born, so I suspect our watch habits did not necessarily intersect. Gmod animation guy? Okay, yeah. I kind of remember that name. Oh, hey, man. What if we didn't, though? What if I hid in the corner? Okay, where is the fucking rope? Okay, cool. I could theoretically just avoid this motherfucker. Run away! Run away! Machinima, active from 2008 to 2015 before he died from blood cancer. Oh, Jesus. I kind of remember that. Though when I think of YouTube personalities in that day that wound up dying from cancer, I always think Total Biscuit. Okay, rope is burnt away. Never heard of Total Biscuit. Hugely influential. Sorry to anybody watching the VOD, I keep pausing to drop links in chat. Really interesting guy, sadly died from cancer back in, I think, 2018. You were watching YouTube back then, barely understanding a thing if it was in English, but watched with enjoyment. Okay, fair enough, yeah. Supply trench key. Fuck yes. Okay. Gunpowder A. I'll throw it in my locker. Cigarettes. Sweet. Started to understand English in 2022 or 2021. That's right about the time I started taking Russian. Yeah, 2021 would have been the first year I started taking Russian, so... The wire spool, yes. And grenade the rats. Also yes. So let's see, I got the trench key. That's helmet. That is blockhouse. That's blockhouse. The supply trench is over here, I think? Yes. The blockhouse key is going to open up a ton of shit for me. I am, I guess, going to run up here and save, because I can. Is there anywhere that I can... nope. Hey, asshole. Okay. Transfer the gunpowder. Transfer the wire spool for the moment. I'm sure I'll use it later. Shift the body armor over. Oh god, I've been burning that battery the whole time. Great. That's fine, I have backups. Also loved Smosh back in 2012. Watched the dubbed Russian version. It was funny. Yeah, a lot of people were into Smosh. That was one that I never spent a lot of time with. But I know that, like, everyone who checked them out loved them. Let's see, 45 cigarettes. Could have a small key, but I haven't found the drawer that goes to yet, so... Okay. If I run along this trench line... Oh, there is a door there that I've not checked. Why am I disconnected from chat? I'm reconnecting to chat, but why was I disconnected? Down here? Dickhead. Ow. Ow. Blockhouse, yes. Okay, so those are both blockhouse keys. Noted. Is there a place I can put up a wire spool here? Because I would think that there was, but I don't see it. I also am short a grenade for that. Hey, chat, could we connect? Or I'm gonna have to, like, pull up my stream on a separate thing. Which I can do, I just would prefer not to. Alright, hold on. Why are we having trouble connecting to chat? What's the fucking problem? Is my internet having problems? Fuck's sake, hold on. Gun parts, sweet. Okay, cool. Possibly my internet is down. In which case, congratulations, people who are watching the VOD. You get to watch uninterrupted while I do technical support for myself. Twitch. Go to me. Profile. Live with one viewer. Okay. That's correct. Welcome to the chat room. Huh. Chat's working, stream isn't lagging. Hi. Yeah, well, hold on. That's fascinating, because my internet is not working on my laptop, but the stream is still going out from my laptop. And the chat isn't coming in. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna put the chat up where I can see it, and that'll be fine. I have left Discord. Sweet. Okay, so effectively what that means is that my computer is failing in slow motion. At some point, it's gonna cut me off here. Huh. Yep, okay, connection issues on Discord, but again, for some reason, OBS is holding out. I'm sure any moment now it'll stop, but I don't know how to assess that. I'm plugged in, so I shouldn't be having internet issues. Well, shit. Okay, for now I'm gonna just keep going until something breaks. Probably gonna go now, have to drive tomorrow. Okay, yeah, man, sleep well. Enjoy your, cooperative. Okay. I'm still streaming. I have no idea. We'll get them second national defense loan. Subscribe. Jesus, you can't get away from these subscription ads even in the trenches of World War I. Gun parts. Sweet. We take those. Burn the bodies. Noted. Cigarettes. Door appears to be locked from the other side. Okay. More cigarettes. More gun parts. Excellent. Shit's going okay. I mean, not for basically anyone else in the trenches, but... Okay. Now, should I wish to... I guess we're headed to the supply trenches. Yeah, that works. I may at some point need to purchase grenades to deal with those. Okay. Locked door to supply trenches. Down this way. Which is a positive also because it's a one-use key and then I can toss it. Sweet. Oh, good. What was the... Okay, rifleman. Yep. Not enormously perceptive rifleman, but yeah, I'll take the rifle, that's fine. Well, I was postulating on what the rifle was earlier. I think this would be a label, though I could be wrong about that. Okay. Blockhouse? Yeah, okay. I do appreciate that takedowns from behind are generally just one-shots. Oh, a locked drawer. I should have paid for the small key. God damn it. Well, I have more cigarettes to pay for the small key, I suppose. Okay, there's something there. Alright, let me see if my internet's functioning normally again. Nah, straight up broken. I mean, I guess I'm just gonna sit with the fucking chat on the screen. Because if someone else hops in, I want to know it, but... that is somewhat inconvenient. Especially because the way that I have to set my phone up to, like, keep it in my line of sight blocks off part of the screen, but that's fine. I'll cope. Oh, an explosive detonator, missing a handle. Cool. I don't have one of those. But good to know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a water pump handle and a detonator handle. Cool. Oh, nice. I like rock, helmet, hand. Cool. Noted. Why did my phone turn off, though? Okay, there we go. I'm aware that not a ton of people will be watching Conscript, but if someone is chatting in the chat, I would actually like to be able to respond to them. That would be nice. This is one of those games that I'm kind of playing for me, because I enjoy it, and currently streaming is a hobby. Not a means of, sustaining myself financially. So I can kind of get away with playing what I'd like to, recognizing that it will not, be likely to significantly improve my viewership. And as long as I know that going in, I'm not too worried about it. What do we got? Cigarettes. Okay. What do we have? Okay, path. Hey, bud, name's Gaston. Got a spare smoke. I mean, yeah, sure, whatever. Keep safe, bud. Sure, man. Take the artillery shell. Yup. Surely carrying UXO around never goes badly. There are so many directions to go. It's like Resident Evil, but with more doors. Oh, sweet. Safe room. Yes, fuel. Pistol rounds. Repair request. Shelling did not cease last night. Trench wall collapses in the western support trench. Fire trench and both east and west reserve trenches. Rubble in the western reserve trenches blocking access to underground railways. Still got some of our lads stuck down there. Communications is also blocked off by the rubble in the east reserves. Get your boys down to patch it all up as soon as possible. Cool. I'm gonna stow the artillery shell and the fuel. As well as the rifle. I think I am gonna take the shotgun. Okay. Trade for the small key. And then upgrade the capacity of the pistol. And I guess the fire rate, why not? Just make the pistol good. Hey, how's it going, this rot? Fair warning, I am looking at chat on my phone because my computer's having huge issues. But apparently the stream is carrying on, so that's, as best I can do for the moment. Okay. Shouldn't affect too much on your end. I just, am having technical issues here that hopefully will not be still technical issues relatively soon. Good on your end? Okay, good. Yeah, I don't know what the problem is, but it's... like, I can't... my Discord is down. So I don't know why that is. My... he's having a bad time. Just gonna... oh, hey, a picture of dog. Solid. Pointing towards the fire trench, isn't currently holding a shell. Oh, I see. Down just like that. Yeah, I have no idea why. But it also took down the chat on my OBS, which is why I'm having to use the phone for it. And then, for whatever reason, I can't use, like, my internet, which is awesome. Okay. 75 millimeter artillery shells. Okay, I know the fire trench was one of the ones that was supposed to be cleared up. Okay. Pointing towards the reserve trench east. Okay. Probably needs a restart. I mean, yeah, probably. It's just a question of, like, I can't do that while I'm streaming, so I think I'm just gonna ride out the stream and then restart it afterwards. Support trench west. I was just reading the, thing for specifically where it was needed. Reserve trench west. Okay. No, it was the east one that also needed it, so... Okay. That handled that. Game looks good. It is basically Resident Evil set in World War I, and it's really fucking fun. I definitely recommend it. Okay. And there was one more direction I hadn't checked. Oh, hey, man. Nothing personal. Take the detonator handle. Oh, fuck yeah. I was wondering where that was. Cigarettes. And gunpowder B. More cigarettes. Okay, so I actually do need to drop some of that stuff off, because I don't need to be carrying around gunpowder at the moment. Okay, and I guess I will hold on to the detonator handle, because might as well. Okay, where was the thing that needed? Okay, that's blockhouse. Door open, locked drawer. That's what I was looking for. Drawer has been unlocked. Wartime looter. Open a special drawer. Take the onyx gemstone. Okay. Okay, so that's probably part of a puzzle. I haven't seen anything that would need it, but... I also don't have the blockhouse key yet, so could be behind one of those. And where was the fucking detonator handle thing? Rubble explosives, that's right, there we are. You were looking for some forbidden magic books. Like in a game, or just kind of generally? Couldn't find the original ones? No real ones. Okay, fair enough. Pump's been placed in the detonator. Should work now. Not hooked up to any explosives. That would slow us down. Looking for the Book of Enoch. Can't say I'm familiar. Okay. I think I can head back to the main trench line. Honestly, you were looking for a book that has demon pictures in them. Sometime you should look up the cover of the original Dungeons & Dragons Player's Handbook. It's a very goofy looking demon. Okay. Locked door blockhouse. Locked on the other side. Locked door helmet. Okay. Helmet. Blockhouse. 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 Locked on the other side. Blockhouse. Locked on the other side. Okay. So then the next question would be, I guess I could go into Fort Suvi with some fuel and see if turning the generator back on does anything. This is our Resident Evil 4 merchant. And we leave the Onyx Gemstone behind. For now, I think we leave the lighter behind, too, because I can't see a reason to carry that around. And we will save here. Stream lagged, what cover? I'm not sure. I don't remember what I was saying, sorry. Oh, I was saying here's our Resident Evil 4 merchant. Okay. Oh, I needed fuel, right? Was the whole reason I went in there. Fuel. Okay. So now, theoretically, I can go this way, get up into the fort. That's locked from the other side, right? Yes. Oh, the cover of It's a Very Goofy Demon. The cover of the original player's handbook for Dungeons and Dragons from, like, 1979. Let me see if I can just drop a link in the chat. Unless, of course, my internet's still kind of fucked. Why is my internet still kind of fucked? Never mind. We're still streaming, I'm just gonna go with it. Okay, I don't know how much fuel the generator needs, or if this is even a thing, but the only thing that has required fuel thus far has been the generator, which makes me think this could be a thing. No, bro, not fictional. No, I'm not saying that it's exactly what you're looking for. I'm saying it's very funny. It is a goofy looking demon. Okay, so I do have a bunch right here if I need it. Oh, fucking sweet. Lock door, sous vide, door open, locked from the other side, lock door, sous vide, front line. Okay. Where was the fucking generator, though? Okay. Fascinating. It's possible I'm just lost here. Oh, did the rubble collapse on the generator? Well, never fucking mind then. Okay, probably not. If that's the... Okay, fuck, why? Okay, everything sucks. One of the books is very cryptic in the way it explains stuff. Take the crystal one. Sure. I will take a singular crystal. Okay, this is all terrible. May need a first aid kit here. Oh man, I can't even fucking ban that bot. Hold on. I need to try and ban this bot on my phone, and I have no idea how that's gonna go. Account created August 28th. I'm shocked. And banned. Okay, we're good. Easier than I thought. So, never mind on the... Interesting. So is the crystal... Hold on. Is that... Fragment of an unknown crystal likely unearthed by artillery has no apparent use, though it may be of use to someone else. Okay. So is that like a sell this item kind of deal? It's a distinct possibility. So if I trade with you and try and sell it, that's worth 30. Okay. And I'll pull one first aid kit. Use that. Okay. Infection's cured. Good. That's what I thought would happen. Glad to see I was correct. Okay. Section 3, it explains the origin of human blood. The origin is C-R-E. The head of blood is C, and I think the creator. I'm afraid you've lost me entirely. Though you also know my opinions on generally supernatural things, so... My counter-argument would be that the origin of blood is almost certainly evolution from the oceans, given that both oceanic salt and human blood salinity is at 3.5% on average. Looks forth and back. That honestly sounds more like someone who has trouble with English was writing it, but I could be wrong. Okay, so apparently the fort is not the correct answer, which means I'm missing something. I love missing something. Nope. Cut that shit out. Rude. I would totally grenade the rat hole if I knew where it was. Also, if I had more grenades on hand. Okay. Is there anything else I can do here? So I still need to find the helmet key, and I still need to find the blockhouse key. Oh, that's right, I found the pigeon. Things didn't go so well for it. A friggin' patriarch wrote it. English is the translation, though. Okay. A patriarch in what sense? Because patriarch can mean a fair number of things. Fundamentally, it means male leader, but the scope of what that person is leading can be quite different depending on the context. Cigarettes. Oh, good. Rubble's blocking the way. Strong artillery blast should clear it. Okay. So I can't access that at the moment. Because I've only cleared 2 of 4 zones of artillery. And can I get back at the support trench easily from here? Yeah. I think that's the way I need to go, but Lord knows. Okay. He's the great-grandfather of Noah. I see. I find this claim to be dubious, but okay. Locked door blockhouse. Okay, door question mark. End of our trench lines, but it's locked. Key is required. Motherfucker. Think the seventh descendant of Adam? I find that claim equally dubious, but again, I know we differ on the supernatural. Okay. I just want to know what the source is, right? Like, Noah may or may not have been a real person, but like, I want to know who the source claiming to be a direct descendant or ancestor of Noah is, and what their source for that is. Like old documentation, sure. But it does make a guy curious. Okay, so that's inaccessible. That's maybe accessible. Let's check it out. Probably not, but looks like there's something there. Thought I would know what it means. I mean, I know what, which Noah and Adam you're referring to. Some muddy priest robes? Okay. Crate full of wooden crosses. Okay. So that's where the door is. So theoretically there's an access point there, but I need the explosives to get through. Which is a problem, because I can't find the fuckers. Huh. Feel as though I'm missing something here. Could well be. Could just be completely lost. Okay. Anything of value here? Not looking like it. Shallowly read about him in your religion. He's a prophet Idris. And in Judaism, he ascended to God and never came back. Don't know what I mean, source. So religious texts often are unsourced to whatever degree. For instance, by and large, a lot of the Bible is hearsay. So someone spoke it, someone wrote it down, But all of it was like a second or third source. Not the person who was there, but a person reporting on a person who was there kind of thing. And if that's your source, it is less reliable than like a first person source. For instance, one of the big ones as far as like Jesus existing is that there was Roman paperwork to back up a lot of like not necessarily miracles, but like the existence of a person in that era that went by the name Jesus of Nazareth. So whether or not you believe that what happened in the Bible with Jesus is any kind of accurate, there is reasonably solid evidence that he did exist as a human being on this planet. Anything that I need to buy? I don't think so. Only 37 cigarettes. Pass on that. Where do I need to go next? Because I am officially lost. You have no idea such a thing existed? Okay. The idea of sources is one that in modernity has gotten a lot easier if, like, somebody has a camera on site, so you can just see them record a thing that happened. But in ancient times, academically, often in pre-writing civilizations, you only have word of mouth, and then your source is passed through however many different traditions. Did have the Son of Knowledge existed? Autocorrect. Nope. Rat. Okay, I feel like there should be something else in the support trench that I can do, and currently, nothing. So, I guess I just keep going? Back up in the main area? This is one of those things where I may have to look up, like, the one step that I'm missing. And it's going to annoy me. Wire blockage, okay. Oh, that's right, because I have half of the cutter. That I need to get through there. Okay, the rubble there isn't a huge deal. The rubble there is a fucking problem. I also need the handle for the water pump. Huh. It's a book, it seemed legit. Okay, so here's the thing about books that seem legit, is it does not cost that much money to print a book. And the more audacious your claim, the more people are going to be interested in it. Which is not to say that the book you have is wrong, but it is to say that skepticism is often a good idea with books that are thinly sourced. Fuck's sake. Okay. So it's interesting. It appears, if I'm reading the game correctly, that the more people you kill, the more rats show up. So then you have to deal with that, which is not exactly the thing that you had in Resident Evil 1 with the Crimson Heads. But it does mean that there is a penalty to just killing everyone you see. Oh my god, I unlocked the door. Fuck yes. Okay, so this isn't even... Okay, that doesn't actually grant me access to anything new, but it does mean that I can... access it from this side, which is nice. Probably not this, because it's against Islam. Again, audacious claims often get books sold. There's an art to stirring up controversy and using that controversy to get sales on your book. Okay. It would be great if I had the blockhouse key. And also 2 more artillery shells, but that's largely not a huge issue at the moment, I think. Unless it is, and it's the thing blocking my progress. Okay. Okay, so there's definitely shit down here I have not found, which is fine. Probably. Is there a way to tell if it's legit? Well, again, academic sourcing, I would put a link in the chat for how to source books well, or source claims, basically, well. But my internet is still fucked up, so currently I cannot do that. Like a way to tell if the book was of the old times. There are a few ways. A lot of them delve into linguistics. Ow. Just because often people who are making false claims regarding a book being from the ancient times are not putting in the time and research to actually properly write a book with the parlance of that time. Usually when you catch someone on this, it's not anything but them lacking the knowledge to properly forge something. Okay, can I cross over here? Not looking like it. Okay. So I think that this door leads down into the trench, and I just need to clear the rubble. Which is great, except that I'm out of artillery shells. Regardless, it had some really good topics, mostly about astrology, like what to draw on a paper when Saturn is in this location and what to say. So, shocking to no one, my opinions on astrology are sort of similar to my opinions on many organized religions. I largely believe that astrology lacks the evidence to make the claims that it makes. Which isn't to say that people who, enjoy reading their horoscopes are bad and wrong, but I would suggest against planning your life around them. But, like, whatever, I'm not your parents, so don't do what you want. Okay. Rubble, artillery... Rubble, artillery, rubble, artillery... Huh. Can I get there? Because I think that should be clear. It's all about geometric shapes. You just need a telescope. Yeah, I'm... Like, okay, that's the thing about astrology, right? Like, the part where it knows where the planets are isn't wrong. The part where it tells you that Mercury being in retrograde means you should live your life this way, is the part that I question a bit. Okay. Ow. Well, that guy sucked. Oh, excellent. Okay. So I did blow apart some rubble here. Hey, man, nothing personal. Cigarettes. What's that? Pistol ammo? Hand cannon ammo. Okay, I found magnum ammo. Nice. Silver necklace. Empty. Oh, is that... I need to put the onyx thing in it? Take the pronged key. I don't know what that's for. Gun parts. We take those. German plane went down. Oi. I'm a little sad my body armor fell apart, but honestly, given all the stuff I just got, I feel okay. Okay, so I know that that rubble's there, and I know that that rubble's there. Is there anything else I need to explore in this area? I would like to use a wire spool there, but I currently cannot. Okay, I do know where I need a grenade. Sadly, I currently do not possess a grenade. Hey, man. Rude. Rude. Oh, he had a horse, I see. What was this? Helmet door. Could really use a repair tool for that. Time to munch on some cabbage at 3:53 in the morning. That sounds like an incredible plan. Like a hamster, yep. Okay, that's a blockhouse door. God, when I get the blockhouse key, I'm gonna unlock so many things. Okay, where was the onyx thing? Onyx gemstone. Silver onyx necklace. Is this valuable in some way? High in value, has no apparent use, though it may be of use to someone else. So hypothetically, if I wanted to trade that, it's worth 200. Okay. Oh, good. My phone, which I'm using for my chat, is, do I believe in wormholes? More or less, yeah. In the sense that they're theoretically possible. The science seems to support it. But my knowledge of gravitational anomalies is not incredibly high. The fuck does the pronged key do? I feel like that's important, and I don't know what it's for. Do I need to buy a repair kit off this guy? Yeah, I guess I do. I do have 2 gun parts. Do I bother doing anything with that? Not at the moment. I do actually want to restock on shotgun shells. Okay. I'm assuming I will break the raiding club relatively soon, whereupon I can repair it. We are going to save. Okay, I will say I'm really enjoying this game. Imagine going through a wormhole up here literally next to a different planet. It's possible, and that's a good reason for you to believe. Sure. It's one of those things that, like, is hypothetically possible, but the real challenge is, like, okay, how do we apply it? Because if it exists, cool, that's great. But if it's not applicable to us, then it's just a risk factor. Whereas if it is applicable, then we want to try and use it, presumably for space travel. Now, of course, the first, like, 3 crews to try will die horribly, but traditionally we tend to figure these things out. Okay. I've definitely been down here, I just didn't know if I missed anything. Where did the idea originate from? The original idea of wormholes? I don't remember. It would have been the same era as Einstein, but like, the idea of an Einstein-Rosen bridge. I think it was Einstein and Rosen who theorized wormholes, but I would have to double-check. Did they notice something? No. So basically, they were avid studiers of physics, and as they continued on studying physics, they realized that this was theoretically possible, but they didn't have a way to actually test it. Not even just imagine so much as... Oh, fuck. Works better when I have the right thing out. Not even imagine so much as, like, they had the understanding of physics to say this should be possible, but no hard evidence that it was or had occurred, was occurring or had occurred. Okay. I have no idea where the pronged key goes. I assume it is not related to the helmet key. Okay. What is my next step? So I need the helmet key, I need explosives, I need another artillery shell. I need the blockhouse key. Huh. Need the helmet key. What the hell is my next thing? Probably Modern Science has some updates on it. Probably. That would probably be the CERN Research Center, CERN, in, I want to say Sweden, might be Norway, where they're working on creating, like, miniature black holes and things. Okay. What is the next step? I'm very lost. Okay. Items I have. Pronged key theoretically gets me somewhere. Could drop back down to the support trench. I need some more 75mm ammo to clear the artillery. I could do that. You know, it's my first playthrough. I could just go do that. So the easternmost, just save before I do it. Not loving the infection, but it's fine. Okay, whereabouts is my chest? Let's see. Guess I use a first aid kit, which would not be my preference, but here we are. And we are going to drop the body armor back until I've got a repair kit to deal with it. I'm going to sell the silver onyx necklace and buy the artillery shell, and then we're gonna save so that if I do this wrong, I can just come right back here and do it correctly. Have I heard of Gary McKinnon? I don't think so. Okay. If I'm right, that will open up another pathway for me. I don't know if it will be the pathway, but it will be a pathway. He hacked NASA in the early 2000s. Okay, now that you say that, yes, I have heard of that. I wouldn't have remembered the name Gary McKinnon, but yeah, I remember that incident. Kept going through their files for like 2 years. I mean, presumably their files are pretty extensive. Found tons of secrets. I mean, yeah. If nothing else, I'm sure there were a ton of off-the-book satellites in those files. Gun parts, excellent. Is that the hand cannon? The revolver, fuck yes. More cigarettes, also fuck yes. Can't be beaten to death in the trenches if you die of lung cancer first. Found evidence on anti-gravitational vehicles? UFOs? Well, the thing you gotta remember about the term UFO is that the U stands for unidentified, not alien. Which isn't to say that there are no alien craft out there, just that we should maybe take it slow on translating UFO to extraterrestrial life. I need a grenade, and I don't have one. Okay, still don't know where the two-pronged key goes. Actually, what is the upgrade path on the revolver? Okay, we start at 1.5 power, and oh boy, does that get up there. And just for my own reference, I assume that takes the hand cannon rounds. Single action uses... Oh, uses regular pistol rounds. Okay. So that is not the hand cannon. .2 to .411. 1.5, 0.86. Okay, for now, I'm gonna stick with the ruby pistol. But, good to know that A, it's not the hand cannon, and B, I can use regular pistol rounds in it in this or future playthroughs. In fact, this may be a good place to wrap up. I'm a little earlier than I usually like to, but... no, you know what? I got a little time. I'll push on a little bit further. feel like I'm kind of floundering here. Still wonder why he didn't release evidence to the public. See, that's what makes me... Can you imagine if he did all photos casually appear on Google? Right. That's the thing, right? Is if he had that evidence, which he claimed he had, but if he had it, what would be the reason for not releasing it? Right? Like, is it possible that there's a valid reason for not doing that? Sure. Can I think of one? Not really. If it backs up your story, why would you not release that information? Okay, I genuinely don't know where to go from here. I feel as though I'm missing something obvious, and I just have no idea what that is. I have a pronged key. I'm missing explosives. Explosives would get me a way forward. The pronged key could be progress. And the blockhouse or helmet key would be progress. I just don't know. Oh, shit, you can put the fucking ruin or the names on there? God, yes. Okay, I want that all the time. Okay. Huh. The only good reasons that they threaten to harm his family. Right, so... Am I saying that didn't happen? No. Am I saying that the fact that he was well known at that point kind of should have carried the same sort of threat if they were going to do that? Pretty much. Back door, door locked on the other side. Son of a bitch. That's blocked. Need sous vide key for 2 of those. This is the front line trench. Helmet door. Door locked from the other side. And currently that's blocked. I can't get back to the front lines. Supply trench. I could work the artillery one more time, but I don't see that helping. Lock door, blockhouse. Again, I need the blockhouse key. Rebel, I need the explosives. Fucking A. Okay. Okay, 31 rounds still in that. Requires blockhouse key. I'm thinking the pronged key must go to something I don't have access to yet, because I feel like I've accessed just about everything. Isn't really any reason for it to be fake, only reasons because NASA's trying to start something by making a fake story. Or Gary McKinnon's trying to start something by becoming a celebrity who hacked NASA and ostensibly has greater information than he actually has. Which, again, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that that's true. I'm not saying that anything other than what Gary himself said was true. However, I also see it as possible that he has a reason to manufacture a story. Whereas I see less of a reason for NASA, but that could be argued either way, I suppose. Okay. I'm missing something obvious and it's killing me. Wire blockage, which, again, I need cutters to get through, but I don't know where the other half of the cutters are. Because if I can get into there, that's a whole bunch of rooms I haven't gotten to. There, we can never know. You choose to believe. Fair enough. Hey, this is one of those ones where, like, it doesn't seem particularly harmful to believe or not believe, depending on, like, what you prefer. Either shit happened or it didn't. Ow. Artillery trench, infirmary. What if, just what if, the other half of the cutters was right here and then I could continue on my fucking way? No such luck. Okay. 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 I'm gonna wrap up here, because I am hitting the point of frustrated, because I'm missing, like, one thing to move forward, and I don't know what it is. So, you need to go? You finished up your cabbage? Alright. Talk to you later. Sleep well in this rut. I'm gonna wrap up here for the evening and hopefully get my computer to stop freaking out. Alright. Thank you to Yvonne. Till Sunday. Take care. Yep, I will be here. Thank you to Yvonne and Nusrat for hopping into the chat. Thank you to anybody else who watched. Thank you to anybody watching the VOD in the future. Have a good day, night, evening, wherever you are. Stay safe, and goodbye.